Reporter Rachel Perry also spoke with a former FBI agent on what he thinks of the safety protocols for the president moving forward.
The attorney and former FBI agent tells me he wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing changes to the president's security, also explaining why you might have seen the president use a smaller staircase than the one he typically uses when boarding Air Force One on Sunday. Following 2 assassination attempts, social media threats, and now an FBI investigation surrounding this hunting stand across from Palm Beach International, experts are weighing in on the security of President Donald Trump.
I think the threat level is at the highest level it's probably ever been for a sitting president.
Attorney and former FBI agent Stuart Kaplan says that could mean changes to what's been routine.
I think the Secret Service, in conjunction with other federal counterparts, are deploying assets that probably routinely may not be generally deployed, and that would include some military assets because of the heightened awareness and the intel that is coming in.
Kaplan explaining why President Trump was seen using a different staircase than the one he typically takes when boarding Air Force One.
Given the heightened nature of the threat, he boarded that plane at the lower level. There's a reason for that, and that basically is to shield and take out a line of sight from a potential sniper's position, to give the Secret Service as well as the protectee a position of cover so he can get on that plane without being at further risk.
Since the president often travels to and from his South Florida home, Kaplan suspects his movements could soon become less public, adding his impromptu stopping of the motorcade might be a thing of the past.
I think the president is going to travel from point A to point B. I think his itinerary and his mode of travel is going to be held more closely confidential, will not necessarily be released or disseminated as we generally see it released either weeks or days before.
As for the recent investigation of that hunting stand here near Palm Beach International, Kaplan says the FBI will likely keep the investigation extremely confidential to avoid jeopardizing the integrity of it. In Palm Beach County, Rachel Perry, WPBF 25 News.